For the bubble sort algorithm, what is the time complexity of the best and worst case? Okay, you need to recall what does bubble sort do. Bubble sort is algorithm we go swap two neighbor values, compare them one by one, so make a lighter, smaller value going up. Okay, so we need n phases, swapping phases, and each swapping phases cost n, but we need n of those. So generally speaking, the average performance for bubble sort is order of n squared because we need n swapping phase and each phase costs n, so it's n times n, right? Then now we need to consider in this question we ask you, this is average case, is n squared, but what is for best case and worst case? And you can imagine it can't be worse than n squared, okay, because you need to swap n times and each time costs n, so nothing worse than that. Therefore, worst case must be n times n. So let's examine which ones got n. So that's correct. Is correct. You can immediately remove these two choices. Okay. So now let's consider best case. This one saying out of n, this one saying n times log n. Which one? Now I can tell you correct answer is A. Why is that? Because when we use bubble sort, there is a possibility if your list is almost ordered, you can just go through one or two swapping phases and get whole thing sorted. So because we assume computation stop as soon as normal swap. Okay, so the best case you can achieve order of n. Right, remember that. If I change this question, the moment I'm asking you about bubble sorts, let's say if I change to insertion sort, we know insertion sort also have average time complexity of n squared. Okay, same n times n. And now you need to recall, I did in my lecture, what is best case and worst case. I can tell you answer for insertion is the same. Okay, it's the same. If you're lucky, you can get best performance of log order n, and the worst is always n squared. Okay, so they're same. Let me just say same here. Okay. Now another sorting algorithm we discussed. Remember what is that? Most important one is quicksort. Although I don't have a question here in these 50 questions, but can you answer me? If I substitute bubble sort here, change it to quicksort. Can you answer this question? What is best case and worst case? Then we know what is we know the complicity on average case is n times log n. Okay, always remember that. That is time complexity for quicksort. Then what is best case? What's worst case for quicksort? Let me just write down here. Do I have space? Okay, so for quicksort, the best case is will be this. You can't change any, so is order of n times log n. Okay, which is really good performance. But unfortunately, if you have in a very rare case, if you have really almost ordered list, quicksort perform very badly because you can't do good partition, so you won't make best of quicksort. That will reach order of n squared. Okay, you remember that? That's the best case, that's worst case. Okay, I explained this. From this question, we're asking bubble sort. I explained insertion sort and quick sort. Okay, you really need to know all of them.